But your road to recovery is just beginning. I can't wait to see how well you'll be doing once you've completed this incredible program.
John was an alcoholic.
Will mom choose her husband
You're taking care of 4 kids plus him.
or her kids?
I need to ask him to leave, but I can't.
There is no lifeguard on duty at this dysfunctional hellhole of a home.
New Dr. Phil. Check your local listings.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.
Bella Brindley went from a sweet, loving little girl to an out-of-control runaway who acts like a criminal. I'm very worried about you. You don't realize the things that you do aren't good. The sneaking out and the marijuana.
It's a health class. I know what it does. You're a terrible mom.
Brindley is supposed to be on Zoloft for depression, but Cassie allows her not to take it. I don't feel like my granddaughter's behavior is going to get any better until her parents get their act together. Jonah's behavior and addiction has affected you more than even you're letting on.
I've grown up watching Jonah drink. My mom smokes. It's kind of reflected on me.
My daughter Cassie could rage and be narcissistic.
If my mom didn't scream at me, she didn't pull me by my hair, I probably would get better.
I know Cassie loves Brindley. She just doesn't show it. She does not believe that you love her.
And I feel that she lays it on thick with you so that you're feeling bad for her.
History is repeating itself. Cassie and I don't get along, and now Brindley and Cassie don't get along.
What do you think's going on that your daughter is making the decision to have not one, but 2 pregnancies with Jonah, and Jonah is making the decision to have not one, but 2 pregnancies with Cassie, knowing that drugs and alcohol are dominating the situation?
That's why I wrote.
Did y'all think about that? Did you think about it? Did you think about the fact that, okay, I'm married here and I'm in love with a man that is clearly impaired. He's an addict and an alcoholic, and I'm going to get pregnant with him.
I did not plan the last ones, just so we're clear. That when he went to rehab,
You know how this works, right?
when he went,
We mean you didn't plan it.
we went to, well, because I wasn't on birth control for years and years, and we either abstain or we're safe, whatever. And then when he went to rehab, we did actually talk about wanting another baby when he was clean. And he stayed clean for 3 months, we didn't know that he was going to relapse 3 months later. I'm saying we wanted one, we wanted to have another one. It never happened. We went to the doctors and stuff, and they told us that it probably wasn't going to happen. And so once in the end of 2019, we started talking and said, okay, let's start figuring out permanent solutions and to not get pregnant, and then so we abstained. Then he relapsed. I didn't want to have a baby.
There's nobody here that's going to jump in the water and say, you get saved, you get saved. You're the mother. You don't get a vote. You're a drunk and a drug addict. You waived your rights. You said, I made a choice. I'm either going to be a drug addict and a drunk, or I'm going to be a father and a husband, and you chose drunk and a drug addict.
Yes.
Pardon me?
I've dropped the ball, be the father and husband. Yeah.
Yep, right. You made your choice, and when you made it, you waived your right to get a vote. So until you check back in, and let me tell you, it ain't 3 months or 3 weeks, and if you continue to fall for that, then you get exactly what you deserve. And you have no right to do that. These are minors. You got 9-month-old babies. You got you got children here that are minors. You 15-year-old. You've got another younger daughter here. You've got people that don't get votes. It's your job to protect them, and you're saying, well, I think maybe someday he'll be okay. Well, someday is not on my calendar. I look. There's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but someday ain't on there. And so they live through all of this, and someday never comes. You have to make a decision. You never taught her that, right? Why not?
For some reason, history just keeps repeating itself no matter how hard I try to help.
So what kind of drunk are you? Do you get mean? Do you get arrogant? Do you get belligerent? Do you get lazy? What happens? Do you black out? What kind of drunk are you?
I'm blacked out and belligerent.
He's lazy, mean. Will tell my mom that she's not a strong woman, doesn't do anything for my family. He's the most disrespectful.
Sounds like you agree.
I know you do stuff for our family. I know you are strong. You're taking care of 4 kids plus him. And I respect you for that. But you saying I don't help at all? What the hell?
You've got to stop twisting my words with that. I said that you do. When you're home, that you do help me. There are times that you do help.
She's not twisting your words.
It is. When I sat down and
She's
said
not
that, she said she
twisting your
helps all the
words. You're
time.
talking in circles. Do you get that? Do you get that she stands beside you in that?
I do.
She takes up
I
for
do.
you. She took up for you to me. She takes up for you with us here. In talking to you, she didn't throw you under the bus.
She don't care though.
She threw him under the bus, but not you. The only thing she says about you that's critical is that you won't choose them over him. That's her criticism of you, is that when it comes down to your family or your drunk alcoholic addict husband, you choose him over them. That's her criticism of you. She says you're always working. She says you don't cave. You just keep going. She brags on you until it comes to the choice you make.
And I deserve that. But
There's no but. But means forget everything I just said. Now I'm going to tell you what I really think.
well, I want to say but because he's not even living there right now. I did kick him out. And then I believe him when he says, I've been sober, I haven't been drinking for this long or whatever. And then I'll start to ease back into it. Then all of a sudden he's sleeping on the couch again. And then I get back into this position where, okay, I need to ask him to leave, but I can't because, he won't help me financially. I feel like if he leaves, and then all these things start going, how am I going to get to my appointment next week if he's not here to help me or something? It's stupid things go through my head that I end up letting him stay. But I do think of them. I do as much as I can, and I'm in a tough position. He's pulling me one way, they're pulling me, and I know that they should take priority. But then my therapist a long time ago was telling me, your marriage is supposed to come first. You've got to work on that and work on your marriage.
Whoa, wait a minute. Your therapist told you that your marriage comes before your children?
Yeah.
He's an idiot. Whoever told you that your marriage comes first? Did they really tell you that?
Yeah. They really said you have to have a good marriage, that your marriage comes first, you come first, your marriage, and then your kids. I always kept saying, I said, well, I believe that. I always believed that, our kids, together, us have a good marriage for them. But I always questioned why. I don't understand why she kept telling me my marriage would come before Brindley. Brindley was here before Jonah, and is my daughter, and I felt like that she needs to come before my marriage. And then I just got excuses as to why I can't decipher the two, break up the children, whatever. Your marriage needs to be strong.
Let me say publicly, and anybody that wants to challenge this, I'm more than happy for them to do so, and I will debate them on Times Square, public square, anywhere. As a parent, you have an undivided loyalty to your children. Okay? You have an undivided loyalty to your children. And if your spouse is a constructive partner and they're working with you and you're shoulder to shoulder, then you're a team, and that's great, and you pull together and you love each other, and that's at a whole other plane. But if you have a spouse, you have a partner that is behaving in a counterproductive, destructive way, and you have to decide, well, am I going to make sacrifices here at the expense of my children? That is not a hard decision. Your children come first. And if you've got a partner, I wrote a book many, many years ago called Relationship Rescue, and I said, we get divorced too quick in America. We don't work at it. We got to investigate every avenue of rehabilitation, look under every rock, do everything we can. You don't just quit because it isn't fun, but there are two deal breakers. And one of them is if they are on drugs or alcohol and won't get help for it. Because then you're not married to them anymore, you're married to the alcohol or drug version of them. And the other deal breaker is if there's abuse. Those two things are deal breakers. This is not all gloom and doom. And first, let me say, Sandy, you made some mistakes, but you must have done something right, because you raised a daughter here that gets up every day, makes her way in the world. She's productive. She continues to fight. She gets out there. She provides for this family. She's tough as a boot, and she fights this world and makes her way and provides for her family. And God bless you for doing that. Clearly, that's why I say you've done some right things here, and you raised a daughter with gumption, and I respect you for that. And you made some statements. You said, I clearly have made mistakes. You said, I can't really focus on Brindley because I have a lot going on. You said I didn't spend enough time with her growing up. She doesn't respect me because I always forgive Jonah. You said I've called her names, pulled her hair, given her hell, all of that. Not good, not good, not good, not good. You've also done a lot of right things, because this is a stunning young woman here. She's intelligent. She is articulate. She's got a presence about her. She's got a moral compass. I mean, this is a delightful young woman.
Damn.
So she didn't get that out of
All right,
box.
I thought I was covering up the mic. Covering up the mic. Sorry about that.
Really have, and you should be very proud of the young woman she is.
I am.
And she makes some bad choices, and I was very straight with her.
I thought I was covering up the mic.
She deserves better from herself, and she needs to do a better job. And, you know, be a mother. Recognize what you've got here. This isn't too late. She's 15. I got T-shirts 15. She's got her whole life. You can turn this around. She needs to. In one semester, she can turn her grades around. She can start getting ready for college or whatever she wants to do. This can all turn around. But there needs to be a hush fall over this home. I'm really pleased to say that since taping, Jonah has done what I asked. He's remained so